Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome in and welcome back, man. Happy Thursday to y'all, man. Look, we have a sad one for you today. Unfortunately, between the hours of 8 and 9 o'clock p.m. last night, passenger plane, American Airlines, collided with a military, they say it was an Army Blackhawk helicopter. Like I said, between 8 and 9 o'clock last night. And according to the news and all the outlets, everybody's dead. Or, I'm sorry, everybody's been unalived. I'm going to go ahead and bring you some of the news clippings, let you hear some of the audio clippings, and let you watch the news footage for yourself, and you can figure it out and go from there. Make sure y'all hit that like button, that subscribe button. Keeps us in the loop, keeps the algorithm letting y'all know, hey, look, check them out. I'm going to be coming out with the best of the best. So please leave your comments in the comment section. Hit the like, subscribe, and let's get into it. So this is an Australian news outlet. Again, I like to get my news outlets from other countries because they'll let you know what's really happening in your country. So again, this is a news outlet from Australia. They're doing the coverage on the Washington D.C. plane crash that happened last night. Take a look.
First tonight, a Blackhawk helicopter was warned of an approaching passenger jet 18 seconds before they collided in the skies above Washington, D.C. Now the heartbreaking job of recovering bodies from the river where both aircraft ended up is underway. Already more than a
That's got to be a tedious job right there, having to recover bodies out of the water and stuff like that. Like, how many of y'all, or has anybody in the chat that sees this video ever had to do body recovery or anything like that? I mean, I'm just thinking of myself, like, how would that go? Like, especially when you can't, the water is kind of murky, you can't really see in it, you know? But, my condolences to the family, though, everybody that's lost a loved one. I apologize. My heart is with y'all. Hope y'all have a speedy recovery and carry that person wherever you go in your heart.
A dozen bodies have been recovered, with family members anxiously waiting for any updates in the terminal.
It was captured from multiple angles. 8:47 p.m, an American Airlines passenger jet carrying 64 people collides with a Blackhawk helicopter on a training flight.
Oh, what happened? Oh my God!
Disaster just 100 metres above the ground sent both aircraft.
To be exact, they said it was they said it was between 400 and 450 feet above the ground. So they weren't even high above the ground at all.
Plunging into Washington D.C.'s icy Potomac River.
Fire command. The accident happened in the river. Both the helicopter and the plane crashed in the river.
The jet had been just seconds from touching down. Family of those on board were in the airport waiting for their loved ones to arrive home.
I'm just praying that somebody's pulling her out of the river right now as we speak. That's all I can pray for. I'm just praying to God.
Hamad's wife had messaged him as the plane started to descend.
She texted me that they were landing in 20 minutes.
300 first responders.
Yo, that's gotta be heartbreaking, man. That's gotta be heartbreaking, man. Excuse me. Because, I mean, just think of it. You're sitting at the airport, you're waiting for your loved one, your husband, your wife, your daughter, your son, your whoever it is, you know, your grandma, your loved one, okay? You're sitting there waiting for them. They message you. They're like, 20 minutes, we're going to be wheels on the ground. I can't wait to see you. You know what I mean? And, you know, I missed you. Some of them probably been gone. I mean, from what I've heard, there was a figure skater that was lost. A pretty well-known figure skater that was perished in this accident. So I mean, like, just imagine, put yourself in these folks' shoes. You're waiting at the airport. Your loved one message you, "Hey, we're landing 20 minutes." I'm excited. You know, you're excited. You're looking out the window. You're waiting, anticipating. You're like, how am I gonna meet my loved one? Your wife gets off. I'm gonna pick her up and I'm gonna hold her and hug her and spin her around. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then this happens and like your whole world is just brought down in 5 seconds. That's
focus now is rescuing people, and that's what all of our personnel are focused on.
But from both submerged aircraft,
look at that, y'all, man. Look, that's the that the plane or is that's the plane? That's the plane. You can see the yeah. That. Oh wow. Oh my God. It's almost like the oh wait, no, okay, that's the engine. That's the engine. I'm like, dang, it looks like the helicopter and the plane fused together. You know what I mean? Because I mean, if you go back, I mean, look at this explosion, man. Like, if you look at this explosion,
it had been just seconds from touching down. The jet had been just
that's crazy.
Seconds from touching down. Family of those on board were in the airport waiting for the submerged aircraft. There's been no signs of life. 19 bodies have been pulled from the bitterly cold water. Alongside the rescue and recovery mission, an investigation is already underway.
Our cooperation is without pause, and we want to learn everything we can about today's events.
The plane took off from Wichita, Kansas. It flew for about 2 hours and 10 minutes to Washington. At the same time it approached the runway, the air traffic controller radioed the Blackhawk, referring to it as Pat 25 and the jet as CRJ.
Pat 25, CRJ in flight. Pat 25, pass on is CRJ.
Seconds later, they collided.
What? So he told him to steer behind him, and he still went. I'm just trying to wonder if this was like a misperception of maybe he thought he had more, or she, whoever it was, flying the helicopter, might have thought but. That can't be, because I literally watched the radar. So hold on, y'all. There's a piece that I watched earlier this morning as soon as I got up, because my phone was like ding 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 ding, just going off the hook, man. And when I looked at it, I was watching a video and it showed the radar and all the trajectories of all the planes and stuff on it, and it literally showed. Now, you know, maybe somebody, you know, did a little whoopsies with the, you know, but it showed the helicopter was at one point traveling north and west, and then the plane was traveling south. All right, they were getting ready to land, like they said. They were only minutes away from landing, and then you watch the helicopter go from north to west to south, and then to south, and then right head on, or I don't know if they hit head on or if the helicopter hit the side of it. I'm not sure about that, but you could see the two blimps going right at each other. You know what I mean? Like, don't they have some type of radar system on the helicopter and stuff that's supposed to let you know? You know what I mean? I don't know. I've never been in the military. I don't know how to fly a helicopter, plane, neither of that. So I can't, you know, say anybody was at fault, to be honest with you, until I have definitive proof. But I mean, I'm just saying, like, I would think, like, we in cars, we got, you know, autonomous that can drive. You know, your Tesla can drive for you. You know, your whatever vehicle you have these days pretty much can almost drive you wherever you want to go, if not drive you wherever you want to go. So don't these planes have like some type of radar indicator that lets you know, crash, 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 there's something like steer off or like, you know what I mean? I don't know.
Down or turn. Why didn't the control tower tell the helicopter what to do? This is a bad situation that looks like it should have been prevented, he wrote.
Helicopter doing there.
The president has also pointed blame. Why didn't the helicopter go up or down or turn? Why didn't the control tower tell the helicopter what to do? This is a bad...
See what I mean? Right here. Like I just told you. Donald Trump put out to the press, the airplane was on a perfect routine line of approach to the airport. The helicopter was going straight at the airplane for an extended period of time. Okay? So why did nobody establish, like, I mean, I'm not going to say it's because the air traffic controller did establish communications with them and did tell them, hey, this plane's right here. Do you see this right here? Hey, you have visual, and it still happened. But the helicopter was going straight at the airplane for an extended period of time. Like I was just telling y'all when I watched that radar video footage, the helicopter turned and was going at the helicopter. I mean, the plane. The helicopter is going at the plane directly, at least for a good, I don't know, 50 to 100 yards. So why? I mean, what was going on? What happened? Was there some type of malfunction or something? Like
bad situation.
You know what I mean? I'm sorry. Let me finish reading this. And it is a clear night, as we seen in the video. The lights on the plane were blazing. We seen that from way at the distance from where they showed. Why didn't the helicopter go up or down or turn? I mean, that's what I was asking at the beginning. Like, what happened? Like, why did the helicopter, like, I almost kind of think that this was intentional. Like, I mean, look at it. I mean, like, come on, man. Like we're gonna look. I'm gonna take it back here, man. I'm gonna let you see it for yourself before anything else. You just tell me.
The jet had been just seconds from touching down. Family of those on board were in the airport waiting for their loved ones to arrive home.
I'm just praying that somebody's pulling her out of the river right now as we speak. That's all I can pray for. I'm just praying to God.
Hamad's wife captured from multiple angles. 8:47 p.m. An American airline.
Watch. You see the helicopter right there? They got the plane is in the big red circle. The helicopter is right next to the left of the plane right here. It's to the left of the plane, all right? Watch. I mean, it's for a minute. It's going for a minute. Like, it's going long enough. The helicopter should have diverted. But watch, instead...
Airline's passenger jet carrying 64 people collides with a Blackhawk helicopter.
I mean, yeah. Sketchy. Anyways, so why didn't the control... let's see. Why didn't the helicopter go up or down or turn? We were asking the same thing. Why didn't the control tower tell the helicopter what to do instead of asking if they saw the plane? Now, that is also a very, 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 very good point, too. I didn't think about that either. Why didn't the air traffic controller be like, yo, do you see that plane there in front of you? I need you to go up or down, your choice, but do it now, or left. But I need you to get out the way of the plane. Instead of being like, all right, do you see the plane in front of you right there? Like, I mean, come on, that was pretty bad. That was pretty bad. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I'm not putting all the blame on the air controller person, but I am putting some of it on them because, I mean, as an air traffic control person, like I said, I've never done it, but my wife has worked at the airport and stuff before. And as an air traffic controller, man, like, you're tasked with pretty much you're like the red lights, the stop and go lights, you know, saying the traffic lights that we have to abide by every day when we're out driving around and riding our scooters or riding our bikes and stuff like that. You know what I mean? How the traffic light regulates us on the ground. Well, that's what the traffic control tower is like for the airplanes above. That they regulate the planes above so that they keep them off course so they're not going at each other, like, for example, what just happened last night. And they allow them to be able to land and take off, you know what I'm saying, in concession without crashing into one another, as happened last night. All right. So somewhat it is the traffic control person's fault, because instead of saying, do you see the plane in front of you, they should have been like, hey, do you see the plane in front of you? I need you to go left. I need you to go up or down. Get out of the way of the plane, please. It's landing. You know what I mean? Why didn't the control tower tell the helicopter what to do instead of asking if they saw the plane? This is a bad situation that looks like it should have been prevented. Not good. What do y'all think? What's y'all thoughts on this? Leave y'all comments down below, okay? I want to know what y'all think about this, man. Do y'all think that maybe it was intentional? Do y'all think that it was just pure coincidental accident? Maybe maybe the pilot was having a seizure or something. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? Knock on wood. You know, but I'm just saying, what do you think? Because to me, honestly, I could see where it was a complete accident. At the same time, I see, you know, where at least two people can be at fault for this. You know what I mean? The air traffic control person and the helicopter pilot. Because the plane was already in descent, already doing exactly what it was told and supposed to be doing. The plane was at the right place, doing the right thing. That they're not at fault. So it was the traffic air control person and the helicopter at fault, because the traffic air person should have told you, get up the way, you know what I'm saying? And the pilot should have, even if the air traffic control person didn't tell you that, come on, man, you should be smart enough to see that the plane's in your way. How are you going to fly your helicopter through a passenger plane unless you for to disappear and go through it? And I ain't seen that type of technology. Or maybe they got that technology and it just didn't work on that helicopter, and that's why they were out training. Who knows? Anyways, it wasn't good.
Tragic mistakes no one can undo. Samara Gardner for 10 News First.
CBS correspondent Natalie Brand joins me now from inside Washington's Reagan Airport. And Natalie, what is the latest from the scene?
Ursula, we're expecting another press briefing here inside the airport in just a couple of hours. That is as this highly complex search and recovery operation continues in the Potomac River. There are more than 300 responders out there, federal and local resources.
Salute to y'all out there that's working hard in this cold waters right now, because you know those waters are cold. Man, we appreciate y'all for going out there and retrieving these folks out there, all right, that are stranded. We're not going to say they perished. We're just going to say stranded, because we don't want to get monetized by YouTube. So thank you for saving these stranded people's lives out here.
Combing the water, trying to recover the victims of this horrific tragedy. Officials
that are floating around right now in the water.
Officials say their job made more complicated by the cold weather, the wind that we've been experiencing, the darkness since the sun is not yet up. And as noted in that piece, there's a lot more questions than answers at this point. Lawmakers from the state of Kansas want to know why the military aircraft was so close to such a busy flight path.
That is a good question. Why was the helicopter so if they're doing training exercises, why are they doing training exercises so close to where it's a very busy trafficked area? You know what I mean? Like, shouldn't they been out further, you know, away from the traffic, away from where the planes got to come in and land and take off, and where they should have been on the other side of all that. Why were they here? Why were they there, right there?
Here into Washington, D.C. They also want to know more about the communication with the air traffic control tower. But of course, this investigation still in its very early stages. As noted earlier, there are some family members of likely victims here in the airport. American Airlines airport officials trying to help them. And we did get a statement this morning from U.S. Figure Skating, which says it can confirm, sadly, that several members of the skating community were...
Oh, shoot. I thought it was just the one. Several. Wow. Okay.
Were on board that flight. They were returning to D.C. from a training program. The statement goes on to say they are devastated and that their hearts are with the victims' families.
Thank you, Natalie.
That's messed up, man.
First tonight, a
Yo, that's crazy, man. Wow. Hearts out to the families for that one, man. Hearts out to the family on that one, man. Wow, that's crazy, y'all. Anyways, appreciate y'all for tuning in and tuning up to the channel, man. DCReacts. Look, make sure y'all give y'all shout outs to these folks, man. These folks are going through a really hard time right now. Put yourself in this situation. Imagine what it would feel like if it was you. So, you want people to pray for you and whatnot. So just send your heart out there, okay? Man, keep them in your prayers. And let's just be united. Let's bring unity to the community, man. Like, let's not fight with each other and stuff, man. Let's bring each other up, man. Because when it comes to the end of the day, man, we as neighbors and people that live next to each other in our communities, we're the ones that got to come against and rise and make sure we get what we need from our government. And right now, we need answers. You know what I mean? We need answers right now. We want to know what happened. How did this happen? You know what I mean? Like, I for sure know. My heart's going out. Anyways, appreciate y'all for tuning in. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Make sure you share it out. We'll see you back here on the next episode of DC Reacts.